What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Listen, stop what you're doing right now and tag somebody, share. I know you were not expecting to see my face. You're looking for the beautiful and amazing Sharonda Lynn. But as my name is C.S. Bailey, I'm the founder and the president of She Is Still Dope Network, and you are tuned in to Social Media 101. But before I bring on our absolutely amazing and fabulous host for today's event, I would like you to stop and share. This is a free, you heard me, free Social Media 101 class. So stop what you're doing and click share, like. Okay? I'm gonna give everybody a couple minutes because I want her to receive the introduction that she deserves. How about that? So I'm excited about today's class. I think we're all going to learn a lot. Yes, it's Saturday, so we're not going to keep you long, but like and share. All right. So without further ado, let's get to it. You are watching the She Is Still Dope Network. This is the first in a series of programs that we have to offer that we're going to be bringing to you. This is Social Media 101. Our guest today and our special, you may have seen her before on the network. She is one of our show hosts for the show The Plug. She is, hey, Sister Adams, she is absolutely the plug. When I tell you I've learned so much from her in such a short period of time. Our host for today's special event and for this class and seminar she's just dynamic. I love her so much. I'm going to read I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information about who she is. Let me calm down. We've had storms here in Florida and my power's been going in and out and just all kind of things. But I just want to calm my spirit and just say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for this moment. Thank you, Lord, for using Sharonda to pour into us and to teach us so that we can all move forward. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Lord, for everything. Amen. So today, our class is being taught by none other than the infamous Sharonda Lynn. Sharonda Lynn is a digital branding specialist that creates dynamic demand between your target market and your business by optimizing websites for maximum and profitable engagement. I heard the key word there. Did you guys hear that? Profitable engagement. So I'm going to bring her on without further ado. I would like to introduce the beautiful, the fabulous, and the super intelligent Sharonda Lynn. Oh, hey
there. Hello.
How you doing?
Doing fabulous. How are you doing?
Listen, I'm breathing. This storm got me all kind of messed up. I wish I could take a nap today, but that's not in the cards for us, right? I'm excited about today's class, man. You're going to give us, I know you can't go deep into it, but you know what? Let's go ahead and announce it. I was going to save it for the end, but this will be the first. We're going to do a 7-part series.
Yes.
So we know you can't learn social media in one class.
No.
So she's just going to get your juices flowing today and get you going. But She Is Still Dope and Sharonda Lynn, yes, her website is SharondaLynn.com. We'll be presenting a 7-part series, right? Yes, so stay tuned for that. You got to follow us. Follow sheisstilldope.com. We'll be having we'll advertise this week coming up the link where you can sign up so that you can take part in those classes. Yes. So this is thank God, by the grace of God and Sharonda Lynn being a blessing to all of us, this will be a 7-part series in partnership with She Is Still Dope and Sharonda Lynn. Well, Sharonda Lynn, she's big time, you guys. She's big time. So I'm going to leave. Like, you do what you do. I'm just so blessed to have you. I'm excited about today's seminar.
Awesome. Thank you so much for inviting me. I am excited to be here. I'm telling you, we're going to rock this 7-part series. We're going to kick it off with what we're going to do today, and then we're just going to rock out. Listen, if you have questions about your brand, this is the time to ask it. I don't know how many times I can say that to people. When you have me in front of you, this is the time to ask. You are not getting someone who has just jumped in the game. You're getting someone with 20 years of experience in the game.
People pay her good money. Y'all getting it free. They pay her good. Listen, guys, they pay Sharonda good money. Okay. People hire her. She does. This is not a hobby. She does this. Like, she is a professional geek. Like, like she's a professional geek. Oh, we got to trademark that for you. She's a professional geek, but seriously, you guys, she charges, her rate is not cheap. You're getting this for free. She is being of service. So this is the first in a 7-part series. Like she said, save your questions for the end and ask them. She's going to answer your questions. So make sure you hold them for the end. You got to stick around if you want those questions answered. So make sure you guys stick around. I'm going to drop out because I got to go get my notebook. Go get your notebook and pen, everybody. Get your notebook, get your pen, call your mama, call your grandmama, call your auntie, and let them know, listen, stop calling me, asking me for tech advice. We got an expert. An expert. Have a great seminar. God bless you.
All right.
Let's do this, guys. I'm out.
Yes. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes just to get your stuff, but I want to encourage you, please ask the questions. Make sure that you ask them. You can ask them throughout the whole part and we'll go back and answer them for you. But I am here for you. I am here for you. I love to teach and I love to see people go from where they are and explode. I could say, if I can just say one thing that helps your brand, helps your ministry, that's what I'm here for. And I'm not here to take anybody away from anybody, but I am here to give you the information you need to succeed, right? And that's all we're here for. Hello, Miss Kimberly. I see you in there. I see you on here. And whoever else is on here, good day to you. Good afternoon. I'm not going to keep you a long time, but I definitely want to get you to a point of understanding what we're talking about, where you should be, right? Because a lot of times you're asking the question, what platform should I be on? Why am I doing social media? Should I even be doing social media? How should I go about it? And you're asking these questions and wondering, what in the world am I doing? You see people doing all kinds of stuff and you start to follow them, right? But when you follow them, you don't know whether you're following good information or bad. You don't know whether you are actually I have music in the background. When I feel like I'm fighting something, I just turn it off. But you don't know when you follow these people if they are doing it right or not doing it right. So today we are going to go over some things in our media so that we can get you on the right platform, so that we can answer some basic questions. And then we are going to progress this thing through 7 series so that you don't get overwhelmed. We were going to try to hit you with all 7 things today. Come on. All 7 things today. We can't do that to you. No one can absorb that much information on a screen in that much time, in such a short amount of time. And plus it's Saturday. If you're in the Northeast, it's a beautiful day. So without further ado, I'm going to hit on our very first topic, which is the Big 4. The Big 4 social media platforms. What do you think they are? Drop a comment drop some of the big platforms in your comments if you think you might know who they are, right? Because there are 4 big ones. There are 4 top platforms. They are Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. And there's always a vibe to each one. When you look at Facebook, you look at the connection between friends, between family, between business. It's a personal thing. It's a relationship thing. And that's the way you build your social media brand. You start interacting. You don't just sell. You've got to pull people into your space. When you're using Facebook specifically, just like we're doing right now, somebody ought to be able to identify with you, right? Because if they don't identify with you, they're not going to follow you. They're not going to like your post. They're not going to share your post. They're not going to do much by the way of interacting with you. And interacting with you is what you want to happen, because that's how you build your brand. That's how you build your status. That's how you show you are an authority in the information and in the area that you are in. Hi, Kai. Yes, Twitter, Facebook, absolutely. So what we're going to do is go through, and we're going to start with Facebook with some basic knowledge, right? We want to talk about some basic glossary terms in these platforms so that you have a good idea about what they are, how you're supposed to work with them. Because a lot of times one of my big pet peeves out of anything is when somebody duplicates your profile, right? A profile is a personal page created for individual use, right? So that's your basic Facebook page. That is your profile. It's called a Facebook profile. And a lot of times you have people that duplicate your profile and they act like they are you. And a lot of people say that they're hacking me, and they're not hacking, because let me tell you what hacking is. Hacking is taking over your Facebook page and kicking you out of it to where you can't get in it anymore. That's hacking. What they're doing is duplicating and trying to dupe your friends and your family and start to ask for money, beg for assistance. Some of them are trying to get to America. Some of them are trying to get all over the place. But these are the things that you have to look for in your profile. And then a Facebook page, when you're doing a business, when you are doing a service, when you are a public figure, when you want to draw people to a centralized place for information, you build a Facebook page. There is a difference between a Facebook page and your Facebook profile. Your Facebook page is going to be where customers can find your post, your business information. That's going to be what you're going to use when you start doing paid advertising. That's what you're going to use when you're doing, I'm going to use the term funnel, but when you're trying to direct people to your website. And I hope that you guys know that everyone here listening under the sound of my voice needs a website. Not just because I built them, not just because I love doing it. You need a website so that Facebook can't shut you down. You know how many people I know that built stuff solely on Facebook and lost everything? They lose everything, because when Facebook shuts you down, you lose your contacts. You lose the ability to sell if you do not have an alternative website. So what we have here? We have a Facebook profile. We have a Facebook page. Then when you get page likes is when a fan of anything you post or update, and they like it in your feed. So when you get a page like, that is you posing as your business. You've posted something and they liked it. That goes towards your Facebook insights, your Facebook activity log. All of that is important. So now that I said insights and activity log, let me tell you what an activity log is, because you have an activity log for what you do personally, and you have an activity log for what you do by business. We are focused on either one, because some of you don't have a business page and you're using your personal page, which I want you to stop. You're using your personal page as your business page, and it really doesn't. You can use it to help promote your business, but that should not be the only place that you do business. Am I making it plain for you? So you have to have a personal page, and but you should have a business page that you might shoot over to your personal page, right? And the reason for that is your family and friends that you love so much and love you and you're interacting with on Facebook, and they're not really the ones that's going to support your business. Can I be real? Your family specifically remember you win. So they may not support your business the way you feel like they should support it. So you have to start looking to the 3 billion people that are on this earth. Your family is 1 or 2 people. Start shifting and looking outside of your network. All right. So Facebook Insights are the analytical hub of Facebook. It is the analytics of Facebook. And there you can find how many people liked your page. You can find how many people was commented, how many people shared, what kind of interaction you're getting with your audience. And your audience are all those fans that like your page, like your post. You can see all of that. You can see that on a personal level, and you can see it for business, right? So this is what you have to be mindful of when we're in Facebook, and we're talking to you about Facebook and social media right now because you want to do business, you want to do ministry, you want to do nonprofit things, social entrepreneurship, whatever that is. You need to know how to utilize and leverage social media so that it works for you, so that your business can take off. Let me tell you about that though. When social media really started to edge out again beyond traditional marketing, people stopped buying marketing ads. They stopped buying Super Bowl ads. They stopped buying major sports events and major events that happen on TV. They stopped buying ads, and they switched to utilizing social media in such a way that it began to be profitable for all that they were doing, right? So the other thing you want to understand with Facebook, and when you do insights and when you do activity log, is you want to be very aware of your reach, how many people you reached, how that reach is. Reach is the number, is very simply the number of people that saw your post, the number of people that saw your post, might have interacted with your post. It is the number of people you reach, not only organically. And when we talk about organic reach, that means you did not use paid ads. So not only the people that just randomly saw your ad, because that's what an organic post is. You post it and people just see it by however means, whether it's however Facebook gets it out there, they see it organically, which is non-paid. And then you have paid. So your reach is going to include your organics, and it's going to include paid Facebook ads. Now, Now, I want to say something about paid ads. I heard a little birdie told me that some of you out there think that paid ads are fraudulent, or that paid ads aren't really doing anything for you. Like you're paying for people to like you. You're paying for people to support your product. It's not real, because people tend to think that organic is real and paid is not. No. Let me help you. Organic is just random people liking your post. That means people that can be anybody. It could be your aunt, sister, cousin, brother liking your post, but they'll never buy your product. They'll never purchase your book. They'll never do different things. That's organic. So organics is really the more faker of the two, because you're getting those likes, you're getting those things, but they're a false positive because you don't know who's in that group of people that's liking your post. On the other hand, right, you have paid, and that's where people are like, oh, that's fake. You're buying people. You're buying people to like your product, like your service, like your ministry, and you're not. What you are doing is getting your ad in front of a specific group of people, a targeted market. You're getting your ads in front of people that are very specific to your needs, your clients that you want to get in front of, your ministry needs. So if you're doing a ministry of healing, you might want to target divorced people. So that market of divorcees is what you target. Your aunt, sister, brother, cousin, they could be married just like in your post. So the reason we do paid advertisement is so that we can get in front of our specific market. I hope that was really clear, because when they told me, come on, when they told me y'all wasn't doing paid advertisement because so-and-so feels like people are buying your clients, are buying likes. No. The people that advertise that they can get you likes are the people that you don't want to go to. That's not a paid advertisement. That's paying somebody to get you likes. Now that is fake, because we can get you a whole bunch of, you can create an auto bot and get you likes, but it's not going to go into your insights or look at your activity log, and it's not going to really get you the recognition on Facebook that you want. And we're talking about Facebook here. We haven't even talked about Twitter or Instagram or any of that. We're talking about Facebook. So the organic reach, the paid reach, both of those work in combination to make your engagement, to show you your engagement. And engagement is just the number of likes. Okay, so on Facebook you have likes where somebody likes it, you have comments, right? And you have shares. Likes, comments, shares. That's engagement. You want your people to be so engaged with you that they are repeat performers. You want to be able to put out content, which content is videos, is posts, it's quotes, it's information on Facebook. So you want to put out that information. You want to get your likes, comments, shares up, your engagement up. That's what your activity and insights are going to show you how your engagements are. Now, there are a number of people who will click on your post, right? And you never really see they never like it, they never share it, they never comment, but they click on your post. Post clicks are another thing that shows engagement. That's where you click on something that says see more or get more information or go to this page. So they're clicking on your information. So when you look at post clicks and you see that you got a high number, that means a high number of people wanted to know more about what you were doing. Now, a post you already know what a post is. A post is just what shows up in your feed. Let me see. I'm going to skip over some stuff because I don't need to bore you with all of this stuff. But multimedia, let me just get that word out there. Multimedia is a post that includes images or video. So when they say a multimedia post or somebody said, oh, you're doing multimedia, think of visual, right? Media is something that you see. So it's going to be a graphic. It's going to be a video. It's going to be a pretty picture. You understand what I'm saying? And then just to get into some more technical terms, like news feed is that feed that you look at over and over again. You know, when you're scrolling through your news feed, tell me something, yo. Why, when we scroll through our news feed, we take like 2 hours at a time? We get to going. Then we find something that's interesting to us. Then we go into a snake hole and we go off to the left only to go back to right where we were and keep scrolling. That's so funny to me because I do it all the time. So those are some of the basic things I do want to go over. I think that your cover photo. So when we talk about cover photos, so on your Facebook page, right, you have your regular photo, which is your profile picture. Your profile picture is the picture that goes on your profile on your page, and that's what shows up all over Facebook. You have a profile picture for your profile and your Facebook profile, which is your personal page, and then you have a profile picture for your business page. Listen. Your business profile picture should correspond to your business, right? It should not show you doing all kinds of personal things on your business page. You can put pictures up there. You can put your logo up there. But I'm telling you right now, if you're looking to be serious, if you're looking to be respected and to be taken seriously, be very careful of your profile pic that you use for your business. Now, your personal pic, believe it or not, it can be just as important depending on how you utilize the connection between your business page and your personal page. So you want to be careful. You want to be careful of your language. You want to be careful of what you post. If it does not line up with your business, you really want to be careful what you post on your personal page. I know more times than not, people go back and look at other people's personal page to see exactly who they're dealing with. Hello. It's gotten to be that important. So you want to make sure you're looking at your profile picture. Your cover photo is that big photo at the top of your physical page. And that is also important. Just think about it as free advertisement, right? So what you put on that page should represent your product, your business, your service. Your product, your business, your service. What you put on your profile thing. So one of the key things you want to do is update it regularly. So if you have something like I have this book, this is my book, right? This is the next 30 days. So when I was doing stuff for the next 30 days, this book is at the top of my business page. Make sure that you keep stuff that's relevant at the top of your business page. And that's your cover photo. That's for your cover photo. That's not just doing a post where you say, hey, this is what we're doing today. No. This is at the top, and it can stay up there for however long, but some people even change it monthly. It depends on what you're doing, what your business service is, whatever you're doing, how much you have to update it. Let me see. Facebook reactions, right? So Facebook has the ability to give you reactions. In the messenger, you have all kinds of actions that you can put on something. But when it comes to a regular Facebook post, you have like a 5 or 6 key reactions that you can use, and those are just they're like an extension of the like button. And there are 6. So it's love, it's like, you love it, haha, you're laughing at it, wow, sad, and angry. Those are your 6. Sometimes I want to people are like, I want to say get rid of this post, but they want a reaction like that. Facebook's not going to do that, but you do have the angry symbol if you ever want to use it. So we already know Messenger. Some of you use Messenger and some of you do not. Listen, a lot of people don't use Messenger because of the access that you have to put on your phone. Can I just be really honest? You give a lot of stuff more access than you give Messenger. And Messenger is not what's listening to your private information. As a matter of fact, what it is a bot that when you go out and you look at stuff, there's certain codes that follow your behavior that helps you kind of track you in your stuff. It's not Messenger. So if you use Messenger, there's a couple different things that you can do with it. Maybe down the line, we can talk about that as well. But Messenger is a way to give somebody a private message. Now, listen, if you're not friends with that person, they have to actually go to a certain section of their Messenger to find your message. The easiest way to get somebody to relate to your message is to be a friend with them. But if you're not a friend with them, make sure, my God, make sure you tell them or get in touch with them in some kind of way, because not everybody knows how to check that. Right now, we're just going over some stuff. We'll go deeper into some of this stuff so I can show you where this stuff is, or we'll be here forever. I'm telling you right now, this is such a big thing. This is such a big deal that I'm just trying to get you acclimated to different platforms. So let me go down. Let me see if I have anything else on my list. So stories, right? So now we can do stories. And all I want you to really know about stories is it's another way for people to look at pictures, advertisement, videos on Facebook. So if you sponsor a story, then like a paid story, then other people see it all over the world. Where whatever your target market is, they have the ability to now see your story. Promote it, post, or boost. When we get into Facebook ads, when I don't know how far we'll get into them, but I want to encourage you to not boost your post, not boost your post, not put an ad on your post. They say, oh, we can get it in front of 10,000 people. Don't do it. There's a specific way to do a Facebook ad. Boosting it doesn't really give you the exposure that you will be seeking. It'll put you in front of 10,000 people, but it might not be the right 10,000 people. So you gave them $20 for what? You gave them $10 for what? We're not here about wasting money. We're here. You know what I'm saying? We're here to make some cash, make some loot, make sure that whatever you're doing is profitable. Whatever you're doing is growing. You can see growth in it. You can see connections being made, right? So let's see. Let's go to Twitter. Twitter. They took their 120 characters to 240, I think. About time. But Twitter is something that you can use to interact, to do quick blurbs. I want to say that Twitter is probably not as censored as Facebook, but Twitter is there. Twitter is a mess. And Twitter is a fun platform to be on. And Twitter is kind of like wide open. Even though Facebook is in the lead, Twitter is still very viable. It's a viable source for information. If you have a following on Twitter, they are a dedicated following. Let me tell you, because Twitter people go back and they look at Twitter over and over and over again. So what are some of the key terms that in Twitter? Tweeting. So you know that when you tweet, you're just sharing content to followers, people that follow you, people that are looking for that specific topic. And then your handle is like your username. Now, as we get to multiple platforms, can y'all stop? I'm not even going to say it that way. I'm going to teach it to you. Try to get your handle, your username, the same across all your platforms. I'm telling you right now, it's hard to find you when you have things differently across the board. If you go look for Sharonda, you may find Sharonda Lynn and you may not, because I know about 10 Sharonda Lynns. I'm friends with them on Facebook. And there's about 10 Sharonda Lynns. And all of us seem to be industrious. So if you say Sharonda Lynn and you don't see the blonde hair, that's not me. But if you look for Ask Sharonda Lynn, right? Look for Ask Sharonda Lynn on Twitter, YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. If you look there, you'll see me. What are some of you guys' handles? Drop them in the comments. Have you been able to keep a steady handle, or have you had to change it up? See, the reason why I'm saying that, it just makes it easier for your client to find you. If they can't find you on Facebook because Facebook went down, then they may be looking for you on Twitter or Instagram, depending on what your brand uses for platforms. So just be consistent with that. So the other thing I want you to get used to using are hashtags. If you're using Facebook, Twitter, hashtags are an easy way for people to find information, right? So although they were actually originally created by Twitter, hashtags are now utilized on all the platforms. And again, when somebody clicks on that hashtag, if you're ever on Facebook, if you're ever on, just see a hashtag, just click on it. You'll be amazed. It takes you to an additional page, and it lists all the top posts from that particular hashtag. So how powerful could that be if you developed your own hashtag and people caught on to that hashtag and they started clicking on that hashtag? It will bring greater exposure. It will bring more organic traffic. Remember, traffic that is not paid. It'll bring that to you. So you have to start being a little inventive with stuff, but I want you to be consistent. In social media, believe it or not, consistency is the key. You can have all kinds of crazy stuff, but you need to be consistent in your brand and in your presentation. So you can reply to a tweet directly. You can only people that are following both of you, you and the person, can see your reply. Other than that, you might not be able to see their reply. You can retweet something that somebody already shared, which you'll see on Twitter. You can retweet it, you can reply to it, and you can favor it. And favoring it can be your favorite. That is a lot like a Facebook like, right? So on Twitter, a favorite is a Facebook like. You can always mention people, and it's the same across all the platforms. They call it differently. So mention, well, they'll call it a mention on Twitter. They'll call it a tag on Facebook, right? So that's when you do the @ and the person's name or the person's handle, username. That's where you'll see that. And when you mention somebody, they'll get a notification that they've been mentioned. Unless, of course, they've turned it off, which most people don't. Most people don't even know how to turn it off. You can get mentioned and it'll pop up. So that's how people come back to your post. When you tag it, it's easy on Facebook, but it's the same on Twitter. It's the same on Instagram. It's the same on Pinterest. It's the same. All right. So let's see. Followers, following. We know those kind of things. Trends. Trends are all about hashtags. Trends are all about hashtags. You know, when you're on online and it says this person is trending or that person is trending, that came from Twitter. That came from Twitter and Twitter's hashtags. Twitter set the stage. They set the tone for hashtags and how to use them. So when you're trending, it's the most commonly used hashtags at that present time. So you could be trending today and going tomorrow, but just to trend, that means you're coming up on top media sites, not just social media, but top media sites are showing what Twitter is trending. Can I tell you that is a whopping a lot of attention for brands and businesses and ministries and services? You can't beat that. So you have to get into the hashtag game. Let me stop right here. Please remember to like and share this. Please share this. If this is blessing you, if you are getting something out of it, please share it. Make sure you tag or mention, right? Make sure you tag somebody you know that needs this, right? Who do you know needs this? Who do you know can benefit from this? And again, make sure you follow She Is Still Dope TV. Make sure you follow us so that we can continue to uplift you. Now, I'm going to jump over to LinkedIn. I feel like we've been on here a long time and I've just been gabbing. I know that you guys are probably seeing a lot in comments, but while I'm teaching, I have to go all the way through, or y'all get a piece of information because y'all can already tell I'm talkative. I'm going to talk to you, but let me just get through the information. I'm going to go back and see if you have any questions specific to your brand. Now you have me. Why not ask me? So now LinkedIn was always supposed to be the professional version of Facebook. That's what it started out as years ago. I told y'all I've been in this game for a long time. I saw Facebook start. I saw Google start. I saw the web, the World Wide Web begin. I was at the beginning. I was the only one probably at 10 years old with a computer, but I was early 20s when the World Wide Web first really kicked off. So LinkedIn was always supposed to be the professional version of Facebook, and that's really what it is. If you're looking for a job, if you are trying to expand your business, please don't look at LinkedIn as a kind of like a side piece. You know what I'm saying? Like it's off to the side. You only touch it here and there. Make sure if you are especially if you're business to business, make sure you are utilizing LinkedIn to get your business in front of businesses. Because on LinkedIn, you can join groups, you can do all kinds of stuff. I'm not gonna y'all, I could go on for days and days, but I want to get through these major 4 platforms and the things that you can do on them so that our next series is a lot more application. It's a lot more talking about do's and don'ts and all that kind of stuff. So your updates are status updates on LinkedIn. You can update your status of how you're feeling that day, what you're feeling. Make sure if you're there for business, you keep it business. LinkedIn is not the place to put personal information. I know you're like, but we can post anything. I might want to post this on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the corporate place. So if you're looking for businesses, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, do you have a LinkedIn profile? Or they're just going to say, we need your LinkedIn profile. That means businesses are looking at how you utilize LinkedIn. They're looking for your resume on there. They're looking for all this specific information. When you're connecting corporately, they want to know. I worked for a Fortune, I want to even probably say it was probably a Fortune 50 company at the time. And I want to say that they took time out to teach us how to thrive on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very important if you are corporately minded. I'm not just talking about mom and pop. Mom and pop might not be on LinkedIn, but if you're trying to connect with Warren Beatty and his team, you're trying to connect with the Carnegies, or they're trying to connect with Ford, or you're trying to connect with all these big name people, you're trying to connect with them because they need your business. You need a LinkedIn site. So in LinkedIn, you have a profile just like everything else. It is similar to a resume. You have all your business information laid out. You can have a company page. You can have a private page. You can have, you can mention people again, just like Facebook and Twitter. You can do the @ and mention people. Building your following on LinkedIn is phenomenal for your business. I can't even express that. But degrees, you can put your degrees on there to show how you're connected. You can invite someone to join your network. The other thing with LinkedIn is you have to be linked. On LinkedIn, you can't just randomly ask people for friendship like you can on any other social media platform. LinkedIn is specifically for you to connect to people that know you and are connected to people that know you. Like, let me say that again. LinkedIn, you connect to people that know you, and you connect to people that know the people that know you. You don't just arbitrarily connect, because you can get kicked off of LinkedIn that way. Let me say that. You can't just say, I'm going to connect to all these great people, because if they say no and you get so many no's, LinkedIn will kick you off. They're like, you're abusing the platform. The platform isn't for a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest kind of thing. It is specifically for business, and it's specifically for networking. So some people are very open, and if you inquire about being a friend with them, they'll allow you. But you can only do so much if you're not friends with that person. But if they don't know you and they're not really open to that, you could hurt yourself by asking for too many people on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you can get recommended. Woo! So let me tell you, when I left my Fortune 50 company, when I left there, people were so sad that they voluntarily gave me references on LinkedIn, which will help me anytime I want to enter back in the corporate arena. You have to know there are influencers. There are big influencers on LinkedIn, and influencers on LinkedIn are key and influential people in your industry, right? That can provide you with great content. If you get close enough to them through LinkedIn, they can help you. They can mentor you. They can point you in the right direction, which is amazing when people have to go out there and pay for that. And you're on LinkedIn and they're giving all their tips and tricks of how to float through your industry. Come on, people. Now is the time to start really using LinkedIn. If you're in business, sometimes even if you're in ministry, but not so much ministry as it is business, nonprofits, business to business, LinkedIn is highly, and LinkedIn took over lynda.com. That was huge, y'all. What lynda.com was the leading place for technical training, the leading place for corporate ideal training, the leading place for PMP management. I can't think of it, but their letters are PMP after you get it. It's project management. Sorry. Lynda.com had all of that stuff on there. You could go on there and learn, get certificates from it, and then put those certificates on LinkedIn. It would help you get a job. Come on. So you have recommendations, you have influencers, and it is a centralized place for information. Like I'm serious, it's really good. The other one is Pinterest. Pinterest allows you to upload images, right? You pin images on Pinterest. So Pinterest, when you pin an image, you upload from any website or any computer, and you pin an image, whatever that image is. Let me tell you something about Pinterest, right? When it comes down to, sometimes, like, I'm a graphic designer, and I'm a web designer with web developer, but when it comes to doing stuff graphically, you want to put those colors together. You want to put those ideas together. Pinterest is an amazing spot to catalog stuff. So if you're looking to get on Pinterest and you put all your content out there, say you are somebody who does knitting, right? And you knit shirts, knit sweaters, and you teach people how to knit. And you have and I'm giving you something really good right here. And you have your website with all your trainings on it, or some other website with all your trainings on it. You can lead people to that by hashtagging, by being in a specific niche. You get on Pinterest, you put that information out there, you put it in a folder, because Pinterest have folders. You put it in a folder or on a board, which is what they call it. They call it a board. You create boards, but you put it on that board and other people can follow that board. So you get people following your board. You get a specific audience that's interested in your stuff following a board that leads them right to your website. Hello? I hope I'm helping somebody. So you can mention on Pinterest and you can follow. I'm telling you, all of these platforms use the same kind of stuff. You know what? What they don't have on here, why don't they have Instagram? Okay, let's talk about Instagram. I said there was 4. There's 5. Instagram. How can we forget Instagram? Listen, Instagram blew up. Facebook took over Instagram, but Instagram was already blowing up. Instagram is the spot now for for graphically grabbing your attention. I mean, we do it on Facebook, but Facebook you can put regular posts up there, and Twitter you can put words up there, you can put ideas up there, you can put stories up there and never put a picture. Instagram, you have to do something multimedia. Remember I told you what multimedia is. Multimedia is something graphical, it's a picture, it's a video. Those two things. It's a picture or it's a video. Instagram only works on pictures and video. Pictures and video. You can tag people. You can tag your location. You can connect Instagram to your business Facebook page if you have a business Instagram. Did you know there are two types of Instagram? There are two types of Instagram. You have a personal Instagram, and then you have a business Instagram. Your business, your account can only be one or the other. It's not like Facebook where you have a personal account and then you have a business account. No, mon frere. It's either a personal account or it is either a business account, and you have to select which one. Let me tell you the difference. A personal account can do everything a business account can do, everything a personal account can do, in addition to selling, in addition to posting, having a flow to post through Facebook, in addition to connecting your campaign drives, all the different things you want to do and you want to reach people, those things can be connected. You can post on one and it immediately post on other. You can also send things up to Twitter. I always look at Instagram and Facebook as horizontal, and I look at Twitter as going up, because Twitter is a whole different thing. It's like you're going up, you're doing something totally different. Not that Twitter is above them, but you're doing something totally different. So when I say post up to Twitter, that's what I'm thinking in my mind. But when you're talking about Facebook, we're talking about a lateral move. We're talking about the same ownership, but just using it in a different way. Instagram is strategically graphically inclined. They want you to provide a stunning display for your businesses, right? You still have likes. You cannot. It's a different way of sharing. You can share, but it's a different way of reposting and sharing. But you can like, you can share, you can tag people in mentions. The difference is it's not going to show up on their stuff. It won't. It's not going to show up on their stuff. They're just going to see that, oh, okay, she tagged me in this, and they can go and heart it, which is to like it. They can reply to it, but they can't. It's not like the audiences are going to see everything, right? They may show it in the feed at some point because you're all connected and you tag them on it, but it's not like Facebook. It's not an immediate satisfaction thing where when you tag them, it automatically shows up on their page, unless they have it to where, see, if you tag me, you may see it on my page and you may not. The way I got my Facebook set up, I'm like, wait a minute. People tag me for so much stuff. I gotta check. You gotta be careful about that, right? Oh man, my husband's calling me, and I can't answer it right now. But you understand what I'm saying, guys. So those are the big five. I didn't realize that they didn't on the list that I'm using, there was no Instagram, but that's it. That's what I have for you today. Do we have any questions? Come on. Do we have any questions? Hey, Brenda Mills. Yes, project management. Let's see. Hi, Miss Stephanie Mitchell. Yes. Hashtag it up. I see y'all on here. Yes. So listen, top 5. We're not saying 4 because we're going to say 5. Instagram, Facebook, they are combined. They are combined, but there's still two separate platforms. You have Twitter, we have Pinterest. Do not sleep on Pinterest. Pinterest is a dynamic way for you to get a organic flow. You can pay for ads on any of these platforms, but it is an organic flow for Pinterest. And then LinkedIn, business to business. Come on, you're trying to get a job. You're trying to get somebody to come to your site. You're trying to make sure you are an authority. You have to have LinkedIn to establish you. LinkedIn is the establishing one. You're an authority when you're on LinkedIn. You've got to talk like you're an authority. When you're on LinkedIn, you can't get up there on LinkedIn saying just anything. You've got to be the authority, right? So listen. Okay, let's see. Kimberly. What is a chat room on Facebook and how do we use it? Perfect example. A chat room is a room that you set up for a specific topic, for a specific subject, for specific reasons, right? So let me give you an example. Kimberly, you're on my team, and Cherie's on my team, and a couple other people's on my team, and we need to have a team meeting, right? But we don't want to do it in Messenger. Everybody ain't fooling with Messenger, but everybody has Facebook. You can set up these chat rooms to have those type of meetings or those type of communication interactions, right? You can set up a chat room for that. You can set up a chat room to give people specific information that may be part of your brand, right? The people that have interest in what you're doing, you can create an exclusive chat room so that they could come for a specific thing. These are what Facebook chat rooms were set up for, right? So Facebook was coming after, I'm trying to think of what had chat so good. Somebody locks it down really good, and it's like going out of my mind right now. But those are things that, yes, like WeChat. So those are things that Facebook was coming for. So we had to get get that going. And now wait for it. WhatsApp. When Facebook could not catch up to WeChat, they tried their own. They got WhatsApp and they got their own chat. WhatsApp. Yes. So WhatsApp is like a running chat room, but it's something that people all over the world, mostly outside of the United States, they use it because the security level on WhatsApp app is top notch. It's like breaking into Fort Knox. Like they have spent a lot of time with WhatsApp, and WhatsApp isn't a platform. It's not a social media platform. WhatsApp is a chat device, like texting, if I can say it that way. Think of texting on a whole different level. You guys know how you do group text? And it'd be so annoying because somebody will throw you in a group text and you have no way of getting out of it. You keep you in there. WhatsApp is different. So WhatsApp takes the group chat, the whole thing, and it does it differently. They leveled up texting. That's what WhatsApp did. They leveled up texting. Yes, Stephanie, and video calling. WhatsApp took that and turned it on around, but Facebook is connected now. They took over WhatsApp or got some kind of buy-in. Facebook will now lead you to share your WhatsApp connection. That's how they wanted chat so bad. They wanted a good chat so bad that they trying to get you to share your WhatsApp information. And I believe because they're not getting as many people to do that, they created those chat rooms. They created these chat rooms because they want people to chat on their platform. That's part of their business model, their structure. And so they're looking at it in two different ways. They're doing it internally, right? But they also have connection to WhatsApp. I refuse to share my WhatsApp. You're not going to get me, Facebook, 24/7. I don't want nobody texting me on WhatsApp. I got 12,000 people following me. what I want you that much on WhatsApp for? Y'all pray for me. Are y'all praying for me? Because I don't know. I am dying because every time that little WhatsApp thing pops up, no, I'm not giving you that information. No. Sometimes we just got to say no. They don't need connection to everything. They don't need our connection to everything. But do you have any other questions for me? I'm glad you're finding value in this, Kimberly. I'm really glad. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know I'm not the only one, Stephanie. Why they want all my information? Why they want all my connections? Like, no. 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 Like I say all the time, no. It's be like I'm speaking in tongue. No. How many ways can I say it? But it's so funny. They try to get you. Okay, you got me on Messenger because a lot of people seek out my services. I do web development, graphic design, marketing, social media. I support different people's websites. I do a lot to try to help small and medium-sized businesses, even larger businesses. I do my best to try to be a support to them so that particular thing can be taken off of their plate, so to speak, whatever it is. And what are my thoughts on YouTube? Well, thank you for asking me, Miss Kimberly. I love YouTube. Let me tell you something. YouTube and Google, because they are the same, they are the largest platform anywhere. I want to say they are larger than Facebook. I know they are. Google is the side of a continent. Like if you look at how many people are on Google and YouTube, it is if you are a video person, you're not video shy, YouTube is a must. It is a must. Do you know not everybody's on Facebook, but everybody goes to YouTube? Everybody goes to YouTube. You can't say YouTube and not have it synonymously with self-help, with DIYers. There are people that aren't connected to Facebook, but for sure they'll say, oh yeah, I go on YouTube and I watch YouTube videos. I learned this on YouTube. I did this on YouTube. If you are in video, if you are trying to be an authority, if you are trying to build, YouTube ought to be part of your business model, part of your strategy to get in front of your audience. It has to be in some way, in some fashion, and in some form, because it's a necessity. It's a different game over YouTube. But let me tell you something, hashtags still rule. Hashtags rule. Paid advertisement rules over there. There's so much that you can do. But listen, for those of you who are video shy, I know people who never get in front of the video and make a video and make a lot of money. YouTube, when you get popular on YouTube, they pay you. They pay you. Get over 1,000 likes on YouTube 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That sets you up to start getting paid. You get so many more other than that, and your analytics go up. The way you're doing your videos, the way people are stopping and watching, how long they're watching, all of that counts towards some extra money. Huh? How about let me say it this way, because these are key terms now. Another stream of income, an alternative stream of income. That's YouTube. You can just get on there doing your thing, and if so many people like your stuff, and so many people, and you monetize it, you're going to get a check for it. You're going to get a check for it. So, but not only that, the more times you get on, the more consistent. Hey, Miss Mildred, grace and peace to you. The more consistent you are with YouTube, the more of an authority figure you are placing. So then you have YouTube, you have LinkedIn, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, whatever you're on. you can, and I'm on all of those as a matter of fact. I had to stop and think. I'm literally on all of those. But all of that combined, the way you're going to get people to buy into your idea, the way you're going to get people to buy into your business, the way you're going to get people to buy into whatever it is you're doing is to, number one, be an authority, to number two, be consistent, right? You have to be an authority, you have to be consistent, and you have to get out there and just do it. Get out there and just do it. Try some stuff. There are some do's and don'ts to social media. Kimberly, it's a good thing to be on all of them if you're going to use them, but you don't have to. I would say 2 or 3 at the max. You have to realize I'm a social media professional. I am a multimedia professional. I've been in this thing for a long time, so I have memberships to stuff that I don't even use. Something comes out, well, I got to figure it out. I'm nosy. I am geek nosy. I'm a real life geek. I'm geek nosy. I'm a professional geek. I got to get on there. But 2 to 3 platforms, you should be straight. If you just use one platform, learn that one platform like the back of your hand. Know when they do updates. Know how to get around it, and you can do marvelous things, not only with what you're selling, but you can help people maneuver and manipulate that platform. You don't have to have 2. You can have 1. But if you're going to have any two, Facebook and Instagram, like, go hand in hand. And you can add a third to that if you want. You don't have to. When it comes to video, like I said, if you're doing if you can do a video and never show your face, and people have been, people go so far even with doing that. So just remember that you have options. There are options to all of this, but you just have to figure out which one is best for you. Are you going to do video and are you going to be consistent on Instagram with video and Instagram posts, Instagram stories, reels, REELS, Instagram reels? Are you going to be doing all of that? Carousel posts? What are you going to be doing? You're welcome, Miss Kimberly. If you're going to be consistent with that, Instagram is for you. If you're very graphical and you're going to put all that stuff up, it is for you. If you're not so graphical, then you want to look at Facebook and Twitter, because then you can tweet, you can put Facebook posts, you can do anything, you can write it out. You can do that without worrying about having to always do graphics. If you are teaching anything, you need to be on YouTube. If you are teaching how to crochet and you're doing it through Pinterest, great, because we use that example. But if you're on YouTube, people are looking for a beginner crochet. They're looking for beginner everything, beginner business information. How do you get your ministry started? How do you get everything started? Those things blow up. They blow up. So those are the reasonings if you are going to commit, because you have to be consistent, right? You have to be consistent, because most of the time people are inconsistent, and that's why their brand doesn't grow. You got to give people time to find you, especially if you're doing everything organically. Oh, I'm so glad, Miss Stephanie. Let's see, social media can be overwhelming to me. I'm trying to learn one at a time, but I have all the right. So Stephanie, figure out what you're going to be doing with your business and how you want to reach people. Let me ask all of you, how good are you with graphics? If you're good with graphics, and I'm not saying that Instagram is amazing. All you got to do is put a picture up there. Some people aren't good with graphics, but they know how to package their stuff. All I'm saying is you have to be consistent with that. You can't on Instagram, you can't post once a week and think that people are going to see you. Instagram, you have to hit their 5 things. You have to hit their carousel. You have to hit their regular posts. You have to hit their reels. You have to hit Instagram TV, and you got to hit their Instagram stories. That's the big 5 in Instagram. So are you going to be doing that? If you're going to do that platform, you got to be willing to do that. And so you need to start. Facebook is the easiest one to get started with, and it's profitable. Twitter is next, but you got to grow your Twitter following, right? And then YouTube is a no-brainer for those of you who are doing lives, doing videos that teach not just those 30-second videos, but videos on YouTube that are like 5 to 7 minutes are good. And sometimes they need to be like an hour. Sometimes you're teaching a whole lot, like this particular teaching. This is a longer teaching. This could go on YouTube. You know, you have to really figure out what it is you're going to be doing so that you can actually be in front of the right audience for you, and you can be consistent. I just want you consistent. Whichever platform you choose, be consistent. Whatever platform you choose, whether you're going to post every day or every other day or every other day, there is a method to all of these. But whatever you're going to do, be consistent so people know where to find you. All right? Y'all got anything else for me? This was good. Y'all can tell I have a passion for this. I really do. I have a passion for it. I can teach a whole lot of different things, but we were actually going to go over so much information that you would have been blown away. Like when I looked at this, I said, okay, I said to Cherie, I said, why don't we do a series? Like this is going to be a lot. Talking about these big 5, this is going to be a lot, right? So listen, if you're looking for me, look for me on as Sharonda Lynn, like thing says, on all platforms for tech information. I am an encourager. Behind the scenes, I'm a pastor. So I'm going to pray for you. My church is Living Word Community, and that is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at We Are LWC. If you're spiritual, you just every morning, and I don't tell people this, I just do it. So every morning I get up, I read a Bible chapter a day. If you are struggling in that area, find We Live Success. We Are LWC at We Are LWC. The @ We Are LWC. But it's on Facebook that I read the Bible every day. I also go on Clubhouse and do it as well, but it's easier to catch me on We Are LWC on Facebook. If you want to just listen to the Bible every day, you're struggling, you know you need the word in front of you. Hello. So I do all these things. I also wrote a book. I did show you this earlier, The Next 30 Days. You can find this book on Amazon, or you can go to SharondaLynn.com and you can look up this book. You can purchase this book. This book is a 30-day journal. This is a 30-day journal that helped me reconstruct my life. God said, give me 30 days, Sharonda. Give me 30 days. Don't panic. Don't look at that you just got your pink slip. Don't look at that you just lost everything. Give me 30 days. I gave him 30 days. He said, now you have a book. I have developed a very colorful journal. When I tell you this is a journal, I put everything that I could into this little book. 30 days. And in the 30 days, I'm going to tell you, you're going to look at life a little differently, because I know that I did. So I just want to encourage you to keep pushing in your social media drive. If you ever need any questions, you can reach out to me, reach out to Cherie, drop a question anywhere. You can find me on She Is Still Dope Network and TV On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. I am the plug. I give you hacks for the glass breaker. And the glass breakers are the people that just won't give up. That's the bottom line. You're not going to give up. And I am that person. So if you have anything else for me, drop it below. Otherwise, I love you. I'm so excited that I got to sit here and talk for you a while and to answer your questions. And we will put this out again when the next series is going to be. And I'm open for that. So whenever that series is going to be, we will see you then, right? And you'll be here and we'll be talking about the next thing. All right? So take care. I don't know if Cherie's going to pop back in here. But if she doesn't, listen, I love you. I love you. I always say this, but I'm going to say it this way. I love you with the love of Christ. Go forward knowing that God is more for you than the enemy could ever be against you. And I love you too, ma'am. Take care. Have an amazing weekend, guys.